everybody? Welcome to Taco Talk Tuesday.
That's a nice thing.
What's going on? They saying nice things?
Yeah.
So in case you guys haven't figured out, we are also live on Periscope as well as Ustream right now. Sorry
Check
for
us
the
out.
delay. We're a little bit behind. Everybody go ahead and introduce yourself. Let them know who you are.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
Go ahead.
I'm going to try to be good tonight.
It's one of those nights.
I am Naomi. What's up, Taco Talk Tuesday? I ain't seen y'all since Halloween. What's going on?
Good to see you.
Thank you.
My name is Lutasha. I'm Lulu_19 on Instagram, and I haven't been here in a while, so I'm excited to be here.
Welcome back.
I'm Ben Kaplan.
Not Ben Carson.
Not Ben Carson. No. Although I also say stupid things. And you can find me on pretty much all social media at the Ben Kaplan.
And y'all know me at Jeffro5, all this stuff. So how was your weekends? What's going on? What happened?
So great.
Weekend was, I was a little down this weekend. You know,
Why
dealing
is
with
that?
life difficulties. But my good friends, Jeff and Jonathan Terrell, shout out to my homies. They came over. They made me feel really special.
What we come over with? Well, you can name one of the things we came over with.
Yeah, they came over with them good libations. And we
Name
had
one
fun.
more thing.
Yeah, can't do that.
Name one more thing.
It was a good time. Shout out to Terrell and his football. Love you, baby.
I did hear that.
Love you.
How was your weekend, Lulu?
My weekend was great. I was drunk all weekend, so that's always fun. So I'm always with my friends, and I teach yoga, so I was teaching yoga that day. So my friend got me extremely drunk afterwards because that's what real friends do.
That's what real friends after a good workout.
Yeah.
Yes,
and Ben, how about you?
My weekend was mostly just drinking and working on stuff with some people, but my Monday was really cool. I did a live comedy show, the Hopefully Chris Pratt and Shane Hartline show, and one of the performers in it was Danny Tamborelli, which if you watched 90s Nick, he was all over that. Pete and Pete. Yeah, which is cool because the last time there was Josh Server, who was also from all that. I'm just working my way through the cast of all that.
Yeah.
Right. My weekend was good. I spent, like I said, Friday with Naomi, cheer her up, good laughs, good times. Sunday with Lutasha, we had good food. We had an I Am Levanzant moment. We hopefully fixed a couple of lives. And just had a really, really good time, brunch and all of that stuff. All right, so y'all know how we do things here. Everybody grab your shot glass. This is how we start the show off.
Da-da-da-da.
Cheers.
Shots.
We've been doing shots before the show started. So
safety upon the four of us.
This is actually shot like number 4 or maybe 5.
You're welcome, audience. You're so welcome.
Ooh.
Keeping it 100.
Tastes like Robitussin.
Tussin.
Little tussin.
In you. All right, so we're going to jump right into you guys' hot topics. So we're going to see how this is going to go. Y'all know today hot topics is working a little different. Starting off with Ben Carson, who is one of the Republican Party potential presidential.
The greatest comedian
alive. This was last week. He released this ad campaign which featured him rapping, if that's what you want to call it. He released it featuring aspiring mogul Ben Carson released a campaign ad featuring rapper aspiring mogul Thursday. The Republican frontrunner Ben Carson premiered a new radio ad this week featuring self-described Christian Republican rap enigma aspiring mogul. We're going to play a small clip of his verses and then we'll come back and talk about it.
I'm very hopeful that I'm not the only one who's willing to pick up the baton of freedom. Because freedom is not free and we must fight for it every day. Every one of us must fight for it because we're fighting for our children and the next generation.
If we want to get America back on track, we gotta vote Ben Carson. A matter of fact, go out and vote.
I'm Ben Carson and I approve this message.
Paid for by Carson America.
You guys think about Ben Carson?
Yeah, Ben ain't shit. I've been saying Ben ain't shit since he decided to run for the Republican nomination. First of all, I'm a little offended that you have to rap in order to get my attention as a black person. I'm highly offended.
That's a good question. I'm wondering who in his staff told him.
A white person. Yeah. So you can already tell that he's not only out of touch with just reality.
Some taken.
Yeah, he's out of touch with the black community. Bitch, I don't need you to rap for me. I'm highly I got 3 degrees. You can talk to me like a normal person. So I'm highly offended by that.
What do you guys think about it?
I completely agree. I'm with her on that. just to connect with the Black community, you think you have to create a rap song as a campaign strategy? That's silly.
I don't know. No, I'm not supporting it because it is dumb and it is offensive. Not so much to me because I am white, but I don't know. He's not pandering. This is what offends me. It's like all candidates pander, and I hate it. I hate it because you can recognize it, but nobody calls them on it. They shouldn't do it. But the thing is he starts off already pretty ridiculous. So now that he's trying to pander, of course he's going to pander in a ridiculous manner.
But I think this is different. Ellen DeGeneres did a spoof of Bernie Sanders, the Hotline Bling, and that was cute. It was funny. Bernie himself didn't put that out there to try to be appealing to younger voters. So I think that's different. Ben Carson intentionally created a dumbass rap to appeal to the Black voters, like that's the only way to connect or elicit our support. And
now, you also know, I don't know if you know that, Donald Trump, he was on Saturday Night Live this past weekend. What do you think about him going on there?
That's not a campaign.
I mean, all candidates end up on
Saturday
SNL.
Night, yeah.
You know,
And like, what bothers me is they have, I believe they have final say in like what they can poke fun at when they're on there.
They can, but with Donald Trump, so it was the highest ratings SNL's had in quite some time. However, when you look at it and actually take it, Donald Trump was actually on the show for a total of 12 minutes. He was not in the entire hour and a half program.
That's
or
pretty
however long the
typical,
program is. He's only his most noteworthy thing was he did the Hotline Bling.
I mean, when
remake.
Obama was on, he was hardly. I remember he was.
But Obama didn't host. Donald Trump was the host.
Oh, he was? Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
well,
That is pretty ridiculous.
Doesn't it come on NBC, right?
Yeah.
Is he connected or with NBC still, or?
I have no idea.
So I mean,
I don't think so.
Donald Trump is an entertainer, so I would expect him to be on SNL.
And I wasn't really offended. I feel like that Hotline Bling was a spoof. Like it wasn't really like Ben Carson put something together.
I'm serious about
to put this out to connect
He put
with
that out
Black
as like
people.
a real thing to further himself.
You cannot. I mean, I don't even like Donald Trump. I think he's completely ridiculous. But for
hilarious.
you,
No, what?
Donald Trump is hilarious.
I like Donald Trump as an entertainer.
And that's what I'm saying. So something he does on Saturday Night Live to me does not the same as Ben Carson actually putting out a rap to connect with Black
Ben Carson's
people.
like, I'm serious. I got bars for y'all.
I'm gonna spit some bars for
I'm
y'all.
gonna spit some bars.
I got bars for y'all.
All right, well,
and
let's
his
see.
wife sang it. I think they should do a duet.
Oh.
Put out a record.
That wife,
What's her name? Candy.
she needs so
Can't-
much prayer. That wife
We
needs some
will
prayer.
see if it will help her. Oh, she did the Star
There's
Spangled
Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah, that's on the flag.
Y'all,
Yes.
can y'all pray for his wife, please?
I pray for that hair, honey. That hair.
She can't take a good picture. All right, y'all. So
That rap is stingy as hell.
So next, moving along, you guys. So in the news, you guys know it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on with the University of Missouri over some time. Well, the president, Tim Wolf, has just recently resigned. University of Missouri System President Tim Wolf announced yesterday that he would resign amid calls from students, faculty, and lawmakers for him to step down. He faced pressure to resign because of how he handled racial tensions on campus as well as other issues. More than 30 Black players on the football team announced over the weekend that they would not practice or participate in any team activities until Wolf resigned. We have a little bit of his resignation speech, and then we'll come back and talk to you guys about it.
I'm repeating myself so that Curator Stewart can help me. I'm resigning as president of the University of Missouri System. Take full responsibility for this frustration, and I take full responsibility for the inaction that has occurred.
Adding he hopes his resignation will reunite the school.
Please use this resignation to heal, not to hate, and let's move forward together.
All right, so Ben here is an alumni of the
From
university.
the University of Racism. Ben.
That's not. Hold on a second. Let's be friends because I'm very educated on this subject and I don't want to make you look bad. But I'm just going to go ahead and put that right there.
You being an alumni from it, I definitely want to let you, steer this conversation.
Oh, no. I mean, we should all talk on it because, I mean, the subject is racism, which affects all of us.
It doesn't really affect all of us.
No. But it affects the whole country. It's not just people who are at the University of Missouri. So I don't want to lead this conversation.
Okay.
But I would like to be a part of it, definitely.
Ben, don't be scared. If you went to the University of Racism,
No. Tell us about your experience while you were at.
Ben is upset.
Missouri.
I am, because here's my issue: is that the media is trying to make Columbia, Missouri, look like the next bigoted city in Missouri, and it's not that. And if you look at what's going on right now, you have peaceful protests, everything that's going on with the students, minus and even with that whole issue with the reporter and the protesters bullying the reporter, it was still very peaceful. The students are peaceful. The faculty have listened, and they're trying to work with the students. And the media is trying to spin this to the next place that this is going to be where people are burning down buildings, and it's not that. And the only reason they're doing that is because they're trying to profiteer on this. They're trying to, because it gets viewers in. If it is that, I'm not saying there is not a racial issue at the university campus, but I'm not saying that it's any greater than any other campus.
This is my thing. How the university and the campus handle it. You're right. It is peaceful. My thing is, I'm not talking about the reaction of it. I'm talking about why it's taking place. I'm talking about how long it's been taking place. Ever since this story hit, I've been doing some research, and Black students have been speaking out. The racial issues at this school is unbelievable. There was a student who was walking across campus, and somebody threw a bottle at him and yelled "nigga." That is craziness.
But is that really the campus, or is that...
That is the campus. It's just not him reporting this. This is not being made up.
But
if somebody is willing to go...
The campus didn't throw the bottle at him.
A student. I'm not trying to tear down the legacy of your school. I'm not trying to do that. What I'm saying is there are some racial issues going on at this school that has been ignored for years. That's what I'm saying. And this is not just one Black person. This is the whole Black community on that campus. If faculty has decided to get in this fight, something is wrong. Something is wrong.
I do agree. So it started with, again, the football, the football players taking protests. The coaches soon followed. After the coaches, the faculty and staff, they joined in also.
Because this is money. It's about money at this point.
It is about public image.
Do you know how long the
He's been going on for about 2 months. No, he's been president for years.
Since 2012. You graduated in 2011, so he wasn't there when you were there.
Right. So my thing is, for a student to say, I'm going on a hunger strike for 2 months, this is a serious problem. This is a serious problem that has been overlooked by the administration of this institution. And I commend those football players. I wish more of them did it. I'm not going to play. I'm not going to give you my talent. I was going to say Black talent. I'm not even going to say that. I'm not going to give you my talent so you can make money off me, but you treat me like shit. I think more Black athletes need to do it. I think we are tired of racism in America. We are fighting back. And
my question was, though, was it the other students, I guess, on campus that were making the racist comments?
Exactly.
Or was it like people in the city, in the town?
From someone who grew up there. No, from someone who grew up there. It is not part of the campus. Columbia, Missouri is a nice little island in the middle of exactly what you think Missouri is. It's a very liberal town. There's so many fucking hippies there.
So where's the racism coming from, Ben?
Outside, it's not the campus. It's
so you're
Missouri.
saying it's the surrounding area?
Yes, I want to share a story about when I was a freshman. When I was a freshman, there was an issue where people put cotton balls outside of the Black Culture Center. The school investigated it. It was a big issue. Everybody was talking about it. The school investigated it. They found the 2 students who did it, and there was no discussion of it. They expelled them.
But it
immediately.
happened. It happened by students.
Yes.
So for you
for
you to say this is not the institution, it's the surrounding community. That is a
lie. But there's thousands of students there. There's always going to be one.
It's not everybody.
We're never going to get rid of it.
This is my question. I think this is always a question because I've known Ben for years. I've known Ben now for years since living here in LA. Like, we've been friends. Ben is one of the nicest people I know. Is it something maybe that you didn't recognize because
you're not Black?
Ben is not. No, because he's not Black. No, because
I will say
Ben is not someone. Ben is not a racist. He's not. Someone
I have never seen more racism until I moved to Los Angeles.
I hate when white people say, I don't see color. That is the most...
I didn't say that.
He didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
I said it.
You said it, and I was like...
I said it.
I think, you know...
Slow eye roll.
I think when it comes to racism, I think it's not going to be in your face because you don't encounter it. See, racism...
But I am part of a minority
part.
group, and I also did not face anti-Semitism until I moved to Los Angeles. And I grew up somewhere that is... It's stereotypically bigoted.
Well, let me tell you something, boo-boo. So you didn't enter anti-Semitism in your little town of Columbia. It's racist all the time, everywhere.
Well, yes, no, I'm not arguing that racism is not in Columbia, Missouri. I'm definitely not arguing that.
In the daytime, in the nighttime.
So
but I'm arguing...
In the morning.
So Ben, what is your argument? I know you're defending your school.
My argument is that the media is trying to create a bubble that is eventually going to pop. They want this to be the next Ferguson, and it's not. It's not that.
But I think that I'm glad that the media is shining a light on what's happening in this country.
Absolutely, it's fantastic that he resigned.
Yeah,
he was a robot of a human being. He doesn't care about people. Period. He was hired in 2012 to focus on budget cuts, and that's all. He never gave a shit about a single student.
So he's an asshole and a racist. So great, he resigned. I want more people.
The staff, the students, the coach, everybody.
State legislators, everybody agreed. It was time for him to go. But my point is that the school did respond. They are listening. They are looking to heal. They are looking to move forward. And my point
is, step down. I will agree with Ben that the school is doing something now. The school, the university, is doing something.
So my question is, do you think they're doing something because your black football players, which clearly is the talent, said that we're not going to play, and so if we miss one game, that's going to cost you $1 million.
Absolutely.
So
I absolutely think that has something to do with that.
When you hit these fools in their pocket. Oh yeah, a change is going to come.
I mean, at the end of the day, a university is a business. So
I'm going to encourage all the black athletes out there. If you see something on you have power. Recognize your power.
But I will say this:
hit them in the pocket.
Here's my ideal.
Just like they did.
Here's my ideal situation for a camp or for a community on a campus. This is the story of Michael Sam.
I need more about that.
His football team won the Cotton Bowl in 2014. He was at this point an openly gay athlete. The football team accepted him. The Westboro Baptist Church came to protest Michael Sam. The people of the community, the students, the faculty all came out to make a wall of over 4,800 people to block them so that way he did not have to look at hate. And that university was the University of Missouri that did that.
So you are comparing homosexuality to being black?
No,
Do you think your same institution? So I'm just saying, do you think your same institution would do that for a black person?
Michael Sam is black.
Oh, so he's a black gay guy.
Well,
that's adding
a
lot more parallels than what the story is actually.
I'm just saying it's not.
I mean, I don't know how this is relevant.
I'm not saying everybody wants to paint the university as 100% bigoted. It has its issues.
Could those have been black students? Could those have been, because he's black? Because were those the black students that formed that wall?
Go ahead, Latasha.
The thing is that I feel like, okay, just to piggyback off what she says, there are more gay people who are in power than there are black people.
Absolutely.
So they have more affinity towards the gay people.
Absolutely.
So if he's trying to come out and make a stride towards them, obviously it's going to be a black athlete because black people are better athletes. So I'm just kidding, kind of.
No, I'm not. But
no, but I say that to say there's going to be an affinity towards that, and I think that. Just going back to what you said earlier, they all had a peaceful protest. With black people, we always have to have a peaceful protest. Look, you guys, we're really mad about this.
We can't get mad. We can't get violent.
You're not going to do it.
We'll be called rioters instead of protesters.
Because we're going to, it's like you said, we'll be rioters, we'll be shot, we'll be killed, we'll be, gas, we'll be thrown, whatever. So, it's kind of like we're trying to express our disdain, but we still have to keep it at a certain place.
Absolutely.
Because where it's just we're peaceful. Now that we're peaceful, it's okay. But if we're really get mad and be like,
and that's what we need to be.
If we do the same things that our white counterparts are doing us, putting feces on our doors and doing all that kind of stuff, then we're rioters. Then we're gonna get shot. We're gonna do all these things. So like, it's tough, like to really, you know, express ourselves and want to express our passion without being killed. Ultimately,
I say
no. I mean, I completely agree with what, and I want to say I, of course, cannot be an authority on this subject because I have no idea what it means to be black or to grow up black or on that. I guess alcohol kind of
no, but I appreciate
blurred
that,
what I'm trying to say.
No.
I guess my point is that the media is trying to paint this part of the world as a bigoted place, and that isn't the overarching. It is a very loving community, and there is racism there, and there is hate there, but they do not define the area. It breaks my heart when I see people I know say, "I'm not going to admit I lived in Columbia, Missouri," because they're giving up
I go
ownership
to the side
this.
where I understand both sides. I completely understand where you're coming from. I can understand.
Well, that's the thing about it is it's not a clear-cut thing.
Again, but your statement of it's a very loving community and all that. I could see where you would say that, honestly, because you are not a minority in Columbia, Missouri.
Right. And
I understand also the media, being the media, they definitely make you look at it a certain way, like, oh, this is the worst place in the world. Oh, this is going on. I understand both sides.
A lot of times the media doesn't even tell you when shit like this is happening.
Right.
But they have
That's very true
because it's just
there's so many issues very similar to this that
I'm just gonna say this. Black people, we need to start fighting in America. Damn all the peace and all this other bullshit.
I disagree with that.
I think we need to fight. I think we need to be vocal. I think we need to hit them in their pockets. I think we need to seek asylum. Shout out to Darnell Lamont Walker for go check it out, seekingasylumfilm.com.
You said one thing. I agree with the part about hitting in the pockets.
I completely agree
with
that.
As far as the violence, I don't know if you were speaking like physical violence. I disagree with that.
No, but I'm tired of we peace and pray and sit in. That don't work. I'm totally Malcolm X.
This is a conversation that could go on forever, but we don't have forever. We only have 45 minutes. So continue to text us, tweet us on Periscope and everything, you guys. So we're going to move
I would like
along.
to say, hit him in the pockets. That's what works.
Do that.
So,
hit him in the pockets.
Speaking of hitting him in the pockets.
By any means necessary.
You guys, so Starbucks, they are now I don't know why they're in trouble. So Starbucks Holiday Red Cup brews controversy on social media. So for Starbucks, the annual reveal of their Red Cup is meant to signify that the holiday season is approaching. I'm sorry, I've been drinking so much, y'all. The holiday season is approaching. Instead, it's stirring up some controversy. The iconic Christmas cup has featured
my arms not that long. I'm a tiny man.
It's featured several winter-themed designs since it first appeared in 1997. From a minimalist snowflake and hand-drawn reindeer to a winking snowman and decorative ornaments. Each year, the design is distinctive and different from the previous year. Well, this year, the Holiday Cup design is simplistic and ombre from bright red to dark cranberry. While some people appreciate it, there has been a lot of backlash on it. Here's a picture of the Starbucks cup, which has everybody up in arms.
It's a cup.
Do we care?
Hell to the no, hell to the no,
the thing.
To the no.
I've always been more bothered by the movement. As a Jew, I've always been more bothered by the movement that we can't say Merry Christmas. It has never hurt my feelings when someone said Merry Christmas to me.
How Jewish are you? Let's get that up. Do you have a Christmas
bar mitzvah, taught Sunday school for 5 years.
Do you have a Christmas tree in your house?
I'm holding it for a friend.
Oh.
That's actually true. My buddy who left LA, and it is true. It's behind. It's never been set up. But it's just like I think it doesn't. I think people should stop focusing so much because it's never hurt my feelings. I feel like most people who don't celebrate Christmas would agree that it's not a big deal. Say Merry Christmas.
Isn't that why people now say Happy Holidays?
Okay, so
but don't feel like you have to.
It encompasses everything.
But this is my thing. If you want to say Merry Christmas, say Merry Christmas. If you want to say Happy Kwanzaa, say Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah, whatever. The issue is Starbucks here. Starbucks is not a Christian company. That's first off.
There you go.
That's a good point.
Okay, so why would we even expect them to fulfill these Christian obligations? Second is the snowman and all that other shit that was on the cup. They ain't got nothing to do with Christ and Jesus.
It don't.
You know?
So what?
Christmas
I think
hardly
it
has
don't,
anything to do
girl.
with
Right,
Christianity anymore.
Right, this is crazy.
That part.
You know, I hate to call them this, but Christian fanatics that have taken their focus off what Christianity is
You don't feel bad
and
about it.
put it on the bullshit. And that's why people don't like Christians. That's why people look at Christians and say, "Oh, they crazy," because of these stupid fools right here fighting over a red cup.
It is a cup.
It's a cup.
Yes,
It's a cup.
you throw it away.
I am
If it
not-
has any attachment to a religion, you shouldn't be tossing it.
I am not,
Or drinking out of it, for that matter.
I am not
The
trying to
Holy
come to your
Grail.
house
Yeah.
and hang up a holiday wreath on your front yard. It is a cup that you are buying at an overpriced ass Starbucks,
Right.
and as soon as your coffee or tea is gone,
You gonna throw
you
it
are
away.
discarding it.
Right.
If somebody walk up to me on the street and say Happy Hanukkah, I'm be like Happy
Hey,
Hanukkah.
I'll be like, Happy Hanukkah. Damn, burning lights. How many being 8?
8, yes.
Yowza.
And
9 if you include the shamus. You
Yowza.
guys don't know what that is.
All right, y'all. So moving along, next thing. So there is a sexting nightmare happening in Colorado. That sounded real good, didn't it? It's a sexting nightmare. All right, so Canyon City, Colorado. Teenagers are now frightened of being slapped with child pornography charges for exchanging nude pictures of themselves and their classmates. Hundreds of students at Canyon City High School are currently under investigation for taking, processing, or sharing nude photographs of themselves or classmates. This includes ghost applications like Snapchat, where students are sending nude or salacious pictures of themselves back and forth between each other.
Wait, how old are these kids?
They are high school age, so they are between the ages of 14, maybe some 18. But the issue is that the students are now possibly could be charged for child pornography, and then also would have to register as a sex offender, which stays with you for life.
That's just too. What was we doing in high school? Okay, so we didn't have
didn't
all
have
the
cell
technology,
phones,
but come on, you
You're
had
not in
a
your right
magazine,
mind.
you had a VHS tape.
You was
Well,
taking
you
had the
You was
time.
taking
If
Polaroid.
you in class passing a naked VHS tape,
Hey,
very
no.
inconspicuous.
Look here.
Then you.
I ain't gonna
deserve
say
them.
too much and incriminate myself, but I had a
No,
kid in high
please.
school.
please check the statute of limitations in your state.
For your state.
But I mean, these are kids, like they horny, nasty kids, and that's what they're doing. Their hormones are raging. They have the technology. That's what they want to do. I think to charge them with child pornography is crazy.
I mean, I feel like
they ask a lesson.
But that's not going to teach them a lesson. All you're going to do
I'm
is
here for it.
have minors who are sex offenders. I feel like
crazy.
in this instance, you need to educate these kids.
Yes,
You know, but at the
yeah.
same time, they're going through a point in their life where they're not in their right mind. They're
No,
not
they're going through a point
thinking-
in life where everything is easy for them. They can do technology as great as it is. It also has its downsides.
Okay, so I got a little question for you,
Oh,
Jeffrey.
shit. Okay.
So let's say back in our day, we was in high school, all the
Okay.
touching and feeling you was doing,
Okay.
and you got caught, and they said, you know what, we gonna register you as a child offender for touching and feeling and all of that.
And that follows you
How
for
would
life.
you feel? You would be a sex offender right here on Taco Talk Tuesday.
You have to start every episode with You have to start every episode with and I'm a sex offender.
It's not as an accusation. I
Oh,
didn't
now
hear
you
the
didn't hear the
question.
question. I said, if you would have got caught for everything you did in high school, all the touching and the feeling, because we done had a video, the camera, and somebody caught you and said, you know what, we going to register you as a sex offender. You would have been sitting here right now moderating as a sex offender on Taco Talk Tuesday. Is that right?
Yeah, that's the question?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's more of a statement, true or false.
How would you
True.
feel?
Is that right?
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Okay, so how would you feel about that?
I would be pretty darn upset.
So why
That
in
age
the
make
world?
mistakes all the time that they regret later in life when they
Yeah,
understand
that's what she's
things.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
register
It's
as
not
sex
No,
offender.
no,
Yeah.
no. I agree with
Sex
Dan.
offenders is a
No,
little
but
bit
seriously,
much.
seriously,
Well,
though,
that's what it-
seriously,
that's
I
what
think
it
that
means.
they should educate the students. They should, definitely like a warning, like, okay, y'all, cut this out.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Absolutely.
It's not just like, it's like, 2 and 3 students. It's like hundreds of students.
It's like
in this
an
class.
Of course, it's everybody going through puberty and
Exactly.
everything right after.
Cool. Okay, now what should the school be doing? Okay, we recognize it's a problem. These
No idea.
teenagers.
It's
What
your
can we
parents.
do? Because technically, now wait.
Let me tell you.
Because they are minors. They're minors,
Cheers.
but it's like minors sending it to minors.
Okay.
So is it illegal?
It's not.
Is
So
it-
this is what what the school system needs to do. You need to have sex ed classes. You need to talk about it. They're doing it behind closed doors. They're sneaking. So let's talk about sex. Let's bring your parents involved. Let's talk about safe sex. Let's talk about the repercussions of sex. Let's talk about it. Stop trying to put kids in jail and charge kids, and you don't even make this a teaching moment. And that's what you need to do. Don't fuck up kids' lives because they horny.
I ain't gonna say fuck up their lives, but it does.
It would fuck up their lives. You would have to be a registered sex
Y'all
offender.
missed what I said.
No, we didn't.
I said I'm not saying fuck up the kids' lives. It should be a teachable moment.
No.
That's what. So y'all need to, you know, I hate you. All right, y'all.
Quote, Jeffrey thinks all kids should be registered sex offenders, and no one from this point on who's ever born should have a good life.
They might throw a party and invite everybody they know. All right, y'all. Y'all get out of here now. I'm not gonna let them drink before the show.
This is a bad
This is a
idea.
great show.
This is
I'm
so,
having a great
y'all.
time.
It's a
That's gonna
ridiculous
do it
show.
for Hot Topics right now. We're gonna take a quick break, and we will be right back to get you guys viewer questions.
Your
That's what
question.
it's
We ready?
We'll be right back,
Periscope.
y'all.
What up, Periscope?
Smoke with me, baby. Play with me, baby. Laugh with me, baby. I just want the sympathy. Smoke with me, baby. Play with me, baby. Laugh with me, baby. I just want the sympathy. I just want you.
She didn't grab it.
All right, y'all. We are back.
Oh wait, not
Yo,
now.
yo, yo.
Uh-oh.
This is Ben's favorite.
All right, so
It's
y'all.
my favorite.
Now it's the point of the show where we like to do viewer questions. You guys email us. We try our best to help you out. Send your
Periscope.
questions to tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. Also, Periscope, you guys can hit us with questions, responses. We'll try our best
Holla at
to
us.
keep up with it. So, first question, subject. I apologize, but she will not forgive and forget.
Okay.
My partner and I have been married for 6 months. The other day I said something very stupid which upset her. I apologized right away and she said she forgave me, but then she got mad again. I even promised to make it up to her by doing something real that she really likes. But now she says we must do this every time or she won't forgive. Is it right for her to hold this mistake over my head for so long? Did I do enough to show how sorry I was? I tried to explain to her I feel she's trying to get back at me for what I said. I also told her I felt she was trying to manipulate the situation. Am I wrong?
What did you do?
Am I wrong
I
to
know.
think she should
Yeah.
forgive?
We need more deets.
I guess the
Yeah,
thing is, am I wrong?
because I
to-
feel like the reason why you're not saying it is the
It's
one
got-
thing that would completely
But hold
shift
on,
what
so
we're
the
about to tell
main point
you.
is, am I wrong to think she should forgive and forget?
Well, yeah, you kind of have to eventually let things go, but what did you
What'd
do?
you do?
What did you do? Because
do?
maybe she's sticking around longer than she should. Maybe she
It
should
has
just
to be
walk
something
away.
bad, like I fucked your mom.
Yeah.
Maybe
I mean,
it's-
if it's not a big deal, you have to.
Mom,
bad.
maybe some
Like I had sex
Yeah.
with your mama and your sister at the same damn time. It had to be something
At
bad.
the same damn
At the
time.
same damn time. Because like cheating, a person can forgive that and kind of get over it as time goes. But for a chick to be like, every time I think about it, you got to do this. It has to be something super bad. What I would say to this person is that person doesn't trust you in the relationship and start over.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
This
Come on,
is
you,
hard
Tasha,
to.
What's your advice on this?
We spoke about this briefly, Jeffro, and having a relationship with women are hard. So it's hard enough having me have girlfriends, let alone be in a lesbian relationship. So I'm going to pass this on to Ben, and he can.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk
Yeah,
about.
let's not hear what I have to think.
No. Latasha, let's talk about that because, okay, so I'm trying to wrap my mind around what I'm thinking. Like being with a woman is hard. Like what is that experience like? Like, do you got to deal with your bullshit and her bullshit? Like, what is that like?
Oh no, she's not being with a girlfriend like in a girlfriend like.
I'm talking about just having
female friends.
Okay. I was like, I wanted to know.
It did sound like that.
That's what I thought you were saying
that
too.
awkward moment when people think you're a lesbian.
No, she meant a girl. We talk about having how.
No, because the way it
having a
came
girlfriend.
out.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying too.
No.
I'm like, wow. What
I'm talking about just having a female friend. Is hard
I guess my thoughts are, it's like, yeah, no, if you're going to forgive someone, you have to actually forgive them and move on with your life. But you didn't say what you
didn't
did,
say what you did.
Which makes me feel like she's probably, it's really bad, and that's why you don't want to tell us. And you're lucky she's still there.
So it's like either move on or get the fuck over.
Yeah, you can't punish people forever. You gotta live your life.
No grays.
All right, so we don't know what she did, so we can't help you.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
No, it's not. It's like move on or get the fuck over it.
Right.
That's our advice.
He has a double standard. My boss was hitting on me. I told my fiance, and he went nuts. He told me to say something to him. He said, I'm too nice, and I can't let this guy get away with this. Well, the job my fiance just started, his boss is a woman, and she likes him. So I told him to do the same thing, and he told me to do. He won't. So, one, why is it different for me? And two, we are in the same situation, yet he won't take action. Why?
Well, here's the thing that I noticed that is different is she said his boss likes him, where she said, but at the same time, it's not a position.
It's no difference.
No, he said that
there's a difference between hitting on and liking someone. You can like someone and be respectful.
I want to hear
and hitting
Ben's
on
whole
someone
bit before we move on. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go
You
ahead.
can like someone and be respectful and understand that they're in a relationship and like them from a distance and understand that you can. Hitting on someone is trying to make advances.
So,
but I will say this: she's got a job and she's got to keep it.
How do we know that the female boss is not hitting on the guy?
We don't know that.
No, we do, because how we know she liked him in the first place?
That's a good point.
That
is a good point.
So what's going on is the female boss is hitting on the male, but he like, like guys do, and he's upset because his chick is being hit on at work. That is a double standard. So he needs to check his boss, report HR, do something about that, as she needs to kind of do something about her situation. So that is definitely a double standard. It is definitely unfair, and I think the male ego is at its finest in this certain situation.
Double standards.
Double standard.
No, I mean, it does sound like double standards.
Now.
No. I was just saying, no. It was just stated very different, where it was clearly stated that she's being... advances are made, and I guess I was assuming it sounds pervy.
I would like to weigh in.
Go ahead, Natasha.
So I used to have a boss when I worked in corporate America who was super pervy on me, but it was kind of always in my benefit. Like whenever things were, up in arms, like he was always in my favor. So because of that fact,
danger,
I was totally cool with that. Now, if it was like the latter, then it would not have been okay. So I kind of feel like it's like,
Well, okay, so this is what I go on. Number one, she obviously, I don't know what it is, but she's uncomfortable. So she brought this to her boyfriend.
If she felt he was uncomfortable.
Because if she was like, oh, this is cute, or it was
like,
working
I
in her
never
favor,
felt uncomfortable.
she probably would have never
He's
said
always
anything.
be like, Latasha, was so funny.
I guess.
I'm like, I know.
I mean, because people should be respected in the worst place. And sexual advances... Sorry.
Go ahead, Ben.
No, sexual advances, unwanted, that's never a respectful thing. I mean, if it's like, I'm not into unwanted sexual advance. Oh my god!
I just think that more women are used to dealing with unwanted sexual advances like every day. Like it happens like when you go to the gas station and you just try to put gas in your car and some dude is over here talking to you and you just like, I'm just trying to put gas in my car.
But we're talking about your superior, not the homeless man that just want to die. So he's like, girl, you look good, right?
No, I'm saying over here,
I will.
My superior was like like making. Well, he would never make serious advances, but he would always tell me how pretty I was.
Yeah.
And so, like
I
that
think
in
it's all
itself
dangerous.
is like it's not legal.
yeah.
It's not legal.
And it's
However,
dangerous.
he didn't make me feel
He didn't make
uncomfortable.
you feel uncomfortable. Okay,
So
that's
I
the
was
difference.
just kind of like,
Wait,
okay,
so
whatever.
what
But if you
is
fire
this
me, guess what, bitch?
End of the day.
Guess we're going to HR, man.
So end of the day, what's your advice to her? Because she's talking about the double standard with her boyfriend. What'd she say to her boyfriend? Make it quick.
That's the
Naomi.
double standard. I feel like that's a double standard inside of her relationship.
Oh,
okay.
Because like at work, you're not like dealing with whatever. Because I remember I was dating a guy when I was like, oh, my boss is always like, whoop, whoop. He was like, oh, you should report him. You should report him. I was like, I'm not going to report him because it works in my favor. So I'm just going to sit right here. But if he's talking about the other thing, if she feels like he's, it's a problem in their relationship, that's a whole total separate entity. Because we're constantly getting approached and, tried and telling we're pretty in inappropriate situations. It happens
I get
all.
approached too. I'm told I'm pretty.
Right.
I do too, but I
Just
like you.
Yes, I mean, y'all are. Look,
But I say that to say, like, it's about with women, like it happens so much.
Yeah.
It's just about how we handle it.
I think as far as her relationship goes, because this is fuck the world. As far as your relationship goes, I think they need to talk about it. I think they need to talk about it, and they need to be transparent and bring both issues up. And she needs to allow him to see that he is indeed creating this double standard in their relationship, and then go from there. If he can't see it, then his ego is in the way, and I say leave that fool.
Ben,
Yeah.
How about you, Ben?
I mean, it's not your fault that your boss is making advances on you, so he can't hold that against you in the first place.
Right.
And you're probably putting up with more shit because women are always more respectful when they're making advances on men than vice versa. So, yeah.
What did I just say?
Huh?
He said ass fat.
Yeah,
I know.
All right. Y'all want to do one more? Or do y'all want to move on?
Let's do one more.
All right, so I'm gonna let y'all.
I feel like I'm making more sense than I probably am.
Y'all pick the topic. I would do anything to get her back, or she is jealous of my ex.
She's jealous of my ex.
She's jealous of my ex, or I would do anything to get her back. Which one?
I feel like we can help the other person more though.
Which one?
She's
Which
jealous
one?
of my ex.
I do anything to get her back.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm going with Ben.
I'm outvoted.
Hey, that's the goal, is to help people,
I would do
right?
anything to get her
And so
back.
far, we haven't.
I had a.
we have not.
We ain't helped no damn body. 3 years of doing this show, I have not heard a follow up to any of these. Alright, so the question. I had somewhat a mutual breakup with my girlfriend. For 5 years we were together, a rocky relationship to say the least. We were in one of those relationships where you break up and get back together over and over again. For most of the time, I would be the one to leave because the arguments were just too heated and she was just too stubborn. Well, now she's dating someone new for about 2 months now, and it's driving me crazy. I'm incredibly jealous. I've managed to stop calling for about 2 weeks now, but every time we see each other out, she tells me that she still loves me and misses me, but she won't take me back. I know it's over, but why does she continue to look at me like she still loves me? Why does she torture me by calling me every few weeks? Is she trying to control me? I find it impossible to move on. So I guess my question is, 1, what do I do? Avoid her completely, don't talk to her, block her calls. I miss her terribly and would do anything to get her back. Help.
I blacked out for a
Block her
second.
calls.
Yeah, you guys need.
Is this
even if
another
you're-
girl or
I
a guy?
blacked out for a second. I don't know.
The question is from a girl. From a guy, I'm sorry, a guy.
Is she crazy? Get rid
If
of
you
her.
guys,
Same
if
thing
you
at
guys
this
are
point.
ever gonna get back
This
together, you need.
bitch got game. That's what it is. She's dating somebody else, but yet can pick up a phone, call this dude, and make him just fall back in love.
No,
with
he's
her.
stupid
Oh, I
as
miss
hell.
you.
He's dumb
Yeah,
as
he's
hell.
stupid because she
Yes.
got game.
No, she ain't got no game. He's
She
just
got game.
stupid as hell.
She got her new
got
all that got a
boyfriend.
little
She has her
bit
new
game.
boyfriend and her ex-boyfriend.
She ain't shit.
Yeah.
But look, if you got game too, you game recognize game. He ain't shit.
Clearly, he ain't got game.
No,
Yeah.
but he just ain't shit.
Well,
so
don't say he's
Sorry,
shit
can
because
leave
he's
her
asking
alone.
for help. So we gotta
Yeah,
help
he
him.
ain't shit.
Yeah.
First
What
of all,
you need to
ain't
do is
shit.
you respect
Second,
yourself.
Go ahead.
First of
Ben.
all, you ain't shit. Second, leave her alone because she's out of your league. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, what you got?
Respect
more
yourself.
vodka?
If you guys were to get back together ever, which I don't think
Sounds
you probably
likely.
should, you guys need space from each other. She's dating someone and you're sitting at home alone and she's stringing you on while dating someone else. That's not healthy for either of you. Healthy for either of you. So at least make it healthy for you.
First of all, with the chick, why would you even want to be with a dude that is a bitch ass nigga? Like,
that's why she's not with him. She's with the new guy, but maybe he
he's
got
just
money.
like whining and crying.
He's still like, oh, I love you. When she say I love you, he pick up the phone when she decides to call.
Oh, he's whack.
Maybe she just doesn't want to see him with somebody else, and she knows he's
Ben, would you ever do that?
No.
He might.
Wait, would you ever be
probably not.
Or?
The guy? Probably not. I'd hope not. But I guess I can't be certain.
Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't helping my views out.
Yeah.
This man had a problem.
Why would you do it at somebody else's club? That's safe.
Take care of yourself. That's the best thing you can do is take care of yourself. Have self-respect. Stop letting somebody else.
Baby, I'll teach you something.
Yeah.
I'll teach you a thing or two.
I'll drink to that.
Your life will get better. You'll move on.
We are crazy.
All right,
I think we're done
that
here.
is going to be a review of questions. You guys send your questions to us, tacotalktuesday@gmail.com.
We have your answers.
What's up,
We
Periscope?
try to do our best to help you out. Sometimes it doesn't work out so great, but we're going to take another break and we'll be right back to let you guys know what we are obsessed with.
Yo.
I just remembered.
Smoke with me, baby. Play with me, baby. Laugh with me, baby. I just want the simple thing. Smoke with me, baby. Play with me, baby. Now, laugh with me, baby. I just want the simple thing. I just want you.
All right, you guys, so we are back. So now's the point of the show where we've judged you guys, so now it's time for y'all to judge us. We like to let you guys know what we are obsessed with. So, Naomi, let us know.
Okay, so I'm obsessed with Christmas. I don't give a damn if it's November. I don't give a damn if it's early November. My house is decorated, hunty.
We're like, what, 44, 43 days out?
I don't give a damn. I love Christmas.
You got that tree up right now.
I don't have the tree up.
You got your Starbucks cup?
You know what? Whatever. I got my lights up, and I just love Christmas. I've been listening to Christmas music, and I just love Christmas. I'm ready for Christmas. When November hits, it is the Christmas season. I don't care about Thanksgiving. It's Christmas. So I'm obsessed with everything Christmas. Yes. That's my obsession. Tis the season.
Tis the
All right.
season.
Lulu, what's your obsession this week?
I am obsessed with Amber Rose. Like, I just can't get enough of this stripper bitch.
She's beautiful, though.
She is gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. She's beautiful.
And see, this is the thing that I'm starting to realize about Amber. Like, they had this clip of her, an excerpt from her book, because she had recently had a book come out, Bad Bitch something Chronicles. I'm
Like
not
a bad bitch guide? Or
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So she had this clip where it was just like, you know, he always wants to see the face shot. So if you're not going to swallow it, you should take it in the face so he can see it. And I
Wait, she has a book that says that?
Yes.
Where is this book?
And
You can find that on Amazon Prime.
Where can I get this book?
And I was just like, oh my goodness. I clutched my pearls. I was like, I didn't know that this is what is happening in these streets. And I understand why she's where she's at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
Does it make you evaluate, not necessarily you, but does it make people evaluate why
Hey,
they're
I
single?
say,
I evaluate myself because I'm like, clearly, if this is what the standard is, I am falling behind the curve.
I'm losing. We out here losing in these streets. We losing in these streets.
Oh my gosh.
We are losing in these streets.
We are losing. And like, the thing about Amber is that I understand like what she's trying to do for the whole feminist act and the whole, you know, non-rape culture that we have.
The whole act. Really
that we have. Yeah.
Because she's a hoe.
I mean, you slut shaming down there, Naomi.
No,
No,
I think she's a beautiful girl, but she's
Let's talk
a
about
hoe.
her beauty.
She a hoe.
So what is the hoe criteria?
Yeah, let's go to a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
We had that
She
argument
a
like
hoe.
2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I mean, everybody got a little hoe in them, but she's just a hoe.
I don't know what the hoe criteria is because everyone's hoe criteria is different. However, as far as Amber is concerned, I'm not really concerned if she is a hoe or not. I just think that what she's trying to do is positive, but I think her delivery is not.
How is it
I
positive?
like that she's owning it.
Is she
owning
helping
it.
us to bring out our inner hoe?
I think
Is that what the
she's getting women to take control
of their sexuality.
Yeah.
But we've been doing that already. So
not all
Not
women.
really.
not really. That's why we losing in the game.
That's why it's a double standard when your man got a boss who like him and your boss like you trying to figure out what to do.
So everybody should be out there. Everybody just get naked.
No, it's not that.
Men and women.
that.
Men and women.
It's not that because I think that there is always going to be a double standard. And I was in a conversation. Let me know if I'm going over Jeffro, but there's always going to be a double standard because women control like who they have sex with, and men are just trying to have sex with you. So like women, we could like easily have sex with like 100,000 million guys. Like it doesn't matter. Like I would feel like 90% of the men I know would probably have sex with me. Like probably 90%.
Go ahead on, girl.
Hi, Periscope.
Right, Periscope. If you
Lou 19.
Right.
But I feel like with men, they don't necessarily have that same luxury. Like they could probably talk a certain way or speak a certain way or do a certain thing to get a woman to want
I think
have
women are
sex
definitely
with
picking
them.
and choosing. We're picking and choosing.
Like even if a woman is like, you know, doing it, like I could probably, most women, like it's not even just like exclusive to me, like most women, a man will have sex with them. They're not
even an ugly woman. Ugly woman is getting laid. No, I'm serious. If you are ugly,
for a man to have sex with
somebody
you,
will fuck you.
all you have to do is be alive.
All right.
And have a vagina.
All right. So
That's true.
That's all.
Follow up that.
That's really tough to follow, and so I'm gonna do a really bad job at it. I'm obsessed with what was announced today for The Walking Dead. They cast Jeffrey Dean Morgan as the guy playing Negan, which I really don't want to spoil shit, but he's the next big bad guy on there. And I think that's going to lead to
where's he going to come from?
Oh yeah, they're still going.
But where's
really?
Yeah.
But where is he going to come from? Is he a part of the Wolves or where's he going to come from? Because I don't read the comic book. I love the show. Don't read.
I don't want to say shit because I don't want to spoil. I hate it when people spoil TV for me, so I'm not going to spoil it.
Man, let me ask you this: is Glenn dead?
This wouldn't answer whether or not he's dead, but it makes it less likely.
I don't think Glenn dead. I think Glenn
he's
is
not
coming
dead.
back.
He's not dead. He's not
dead.
What other character that they have on the show that got killed off that we debated and they helped us debate it? Like everybody else, they're like, no, he's dead.
And he didn't show up on Talking Dead.
Exactly.
So
it's the after show breakdown of it with Chris Hardwick and
Glenn is
Kat.
I was like, let me find out that Walking Dead is trying to go Game of Thrones in this motherfucker.
Right. Yeah. I don't care. As long as they don't kill Michonne, you kill Michonne, we're going to have a problem on our hands.
All right.
That's all I got to say.
Well, so for me, what I'm obsessed with, and I almost had to fight one of our panelists for this obsession because it was mine first. Anybody who's alive on social media, y'all have seen this video. The TV theme song that has just completely remade. So on Instagram, it's this video where they redid the Golden Girls theme song with is it a gospel remix?
It's a gospel remix.
I'm gonna play it for y'all, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Life. I laughed at that for a whole
The guy's name on Instagram, his name is finally_Aaron, y'all.
Oh
Make sure you give him the credit though. That shit is funny.
Hilarious.
Consider yourself followed.
But Aaron, please come to Taco Talk Tuesday.
Please,
Aaron, please come.
When I saw that, I laughed the whole day.
The whole day.
No.
The whole weekend.
No. Come on, Aaron. Y'all saw.
That
The
is
whole day.
funniest thing I have seen.
Everybody
And it was a lot. It was a lot that happened in social media. You know, social media is like
Right.
every day it changes
Right.
like the weather.
Right.
But this has
That
literally
stood.
stuck. This shit is so funny.
I'm
All right.
here for you, Aaron. I love you.
So thank you guys for tuning in. This is another Taco Talk Tuesday.
Thank you, guys.
You guys let them know where they can find you. What's happening?
I
all
am at the Oracle the 14 at the Oracle the 14 on Twitter and Instagram.
I am Lulu_Lulu19.
I'm at the Ben Kaplan. I'm all social media except for Snapchat, but you guys don't want to follow that.
Y'all know find me everything at Jeffro5. Follow us at Taco Talk Tuesday, Periscope, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all that, etc., etc., etc. We will not be here next week because I will be in St. Martin.
No.
Happy birthday to James as we going down there to celebrate.
Happy birthday, James.
And we will catch you in 2 weeks. We will be back. Have a great
Cheers.
night.
Cheers. This is how y'all-
Smoke with me, baby. Play with